This is my audience. Hello, my name is Tabitha Brown. I'm going to be talking to you about why cheerleading should be considered a sport. Okay. Well, we all know that men are leaders of organizations, jobs, and sports, and many more. Did you know that cheerleading was created by men? Okay. I'm going to start off with some background. In 1884, the first cheer was created at a football game. In 1898, at Minnesota University, the first cheer squad was created by 6 men. In 1923, women were introduced to cheerleading. According to off the record, cheerleading is not considered a sport. Well, on the record, these are the key points that I believe cheerleading should become a sport, such as age. Usually sports start off at 3 or 4. Cheerleaders, little girls and little boys start off at 3 or 4, learning the basic skills. Cheerleading has tryouts. The process basically 1 to 3 days of learning material, and then the last day performing the material. Just as any other sport, they try out for any sport. Cheerleading has tryouts as well. GPA. Cheerleaders are required to have a certain GPA for high school as well as college, like any other sport. I think cheerleading in high school is like a 2.7, and for college it's 2.5. Uniforms. Cheerleaders wear uniforms. It's basically a top and a bottom. The top is a tank and the bottom is a skirt. And uniforms are usually represented to separate 2 teams from one another. And cheerleaders wear those as well. Practices and workouts. Practices, like any other sport, cheerleading practice between 3 to 5 days a week, as well as a workout day. Practice is basically going over things for games or competitions, and workout just basically to endorse that. Games and competition. Games are where cheerleaders come and perform for the games, as well as competitions. Not only do they have to show up for each game, they also have to compete throughout the year. And if cheerleading was considered a sport, scholarships were given out. In college now, cheerleaders get book stipends, not for rides or a little like $4,000. They don't get none of that. They just get book stipends. So if cheerleading was considered a sport, cheerleaders can go to college for 4 rides, as well as sponsorships. High school cheerleaders, they basically have to pay for everything by their parents or themselves. So if cheerleading was considered a sport, companies will be willing to give money to sponsor these teams. And when and if cheerleading is considered a sport, professional careers will be coming out of it. Like football players, cheerleaders might sign an autograph or something. And my favorite, cheerleading will become part of the Olympics. Now, you know all about the Olympics. It would be so much fun if cheerleaders could be a part of the Olympics. To get cheerleading to become a sport, we need to have a meeting. California basically wanted to pass a bill for cheerleading to become a sport. I don't know if it was passed, but just not California, the whole United States. Form a bill, present it to see if it happens. Also, you can contact sport associations as well as cheerleading associations like the Universal Association, American Association of Cheerleading Coaches and Administrations, as well as the National Cheer Association. this is what the world sees as cheerleaders. Basically pom-poms and skippy skirts and laughing and giggling, but cheerleading is way more than that. And I have a video that I would like to show you.
You tumble. You stunt. You choke. You are an athlete. You know cheerleading is as demanding as any other sport. Your body doesn't care if cheerleading is recognized or not. Your body doesn't care if cheerleading has the respect it deserves. Your body only cares about the hours, weeks, months of training it takes to go full out for those 2.5 minutes. Your body cares that it hurts. It's pain. It's sacrifice to be a cheerleader. No one can deny its work to learn skill, to repeat it again and again until you can't get it wrong. Your mission is on you. Be faster. Be sharper. Be stronger. Be better than every other cheerleader training for the same goal. Be number one. Every.
Now, will you look at a cheerleader as an athlete? Yes. Thank you. My name is Tabitha Brown. Thank you for listening.